And welcome back, everyone, to Overtime. As we heard in the block prior, Coach Larry Williams, our guest here on Overtime, new head football coach at Coahoma Community College, having grown up in Sunflower County, having played high school football at Gentry High School, and then off to Moorhead, where you became a national champion with the Mississippi Delta Community College Trojans. But Coach, your introduction to football, how far back does it go? Some of your earliest memories when you fell in love with this game?
I thought, growing up, like I say, we grew up well, everybody said from Moorhead, but really grew up in Barrett, Mississippi. I don't know, people, you've probably been through it plenty of time. Okay. You just don't know it. It's a snap when you're going in and out.
Okay,
but
just, I miss it.
Blinking, you miss it. Every time I come through on highway between Indianola and Inverness, there's a little sign say Barrett. Mm-hmm. And I can still see my daddy laying right back off in that corner and stuff. But just growing up, we didn't have like what the kids got now, the youth football growing. We ain't have Pop Warner back then, so the only thing we did, we worked on the field. This time of year, ever since I was probably 9 years old, we were working on the farm, chopping cotton and irrigating cotton, working the rice fields and all. And I really never really thought about playing football. I truly just never really thought about it until once you would really call myself gonna play basketball, because that's the only thing. When we went to Moorhead, we had basketball and Mr. Shepard, and one of my big time mentor, him and Mr. Monroe Golden, and really just kind of thought that I was gonna do a little bit of basketball. Really didn't think I was that good at basketball anyway. I was just a little taller and could rebound a little bit. But when I got to Gentry, I was ninth grade, and really just me and my old buddies said, man, let's try football. They didn't even know how to put on a girdle or anything, and wow. And really got a chance to get out there and just didn't know what I was doing. And just getting out there, just playing off raw talent. I remember Ricky Taylor was, like I say, a big time mentor of mine, and really told me, man, you can be pretty good. I think me and old buddy, old Cardell Simmons from Moorhead, we were like the first two ninth graders that ever played varsity ball at Gentry. I mean, basically our size and stuff, but but really started to enjoy it, and really, and then really, like I say, really didn't think much of it, like if I was gonna get a chance to play college football. I just thought I was just doing something by time and stuff until about my 11th grade year. Eddie Calhoun was our like a linebacker coach, and he was telling me, he said, man, you got a chance to play some serious college football. And matter of fact, went to Alcorn for a stint, but then qualified to get in. Coach Gray, and I remember Coach Gray, Jeff Tatum, Jim Salford, Terry Moore, Sandy Wilson. I mean, I owe everything to Sandy Wilson, because Sandy Wilson came down in a hurricane and picked me up from Alcorn to get me enrolled in Mississippi Delta. I had to get there that next day or I could maybe get in. And he came, picked me up, and got me enrolled in Mississippi Delta, and then just started playing. As I started, really started just playing, the opportunity to get one national championship, going to play at Mississippi State. But like I said, guys like, Jeff Tatum, Coach Southwood, those guys, I always, Terry Moore, Coach Gray, them, they really motivated me to just say I can be a coach. And really that's why, and I just fell in love with doing it.
And what's the best part about coaching that you enjoy?
That when I sit back and look, it's just helping people. And one of my guys, that a young coach, he's just named the defense coordinator, the D-line coach at Jack State. He was doing an interview, and I was just, he brought my name up and what I mentor and helped him. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, especially in the Delta, because a lot of the guys, when I was in Mississippi Delta for those years, I coached a lot of these guys. Some of them coaching now, Coach McCray, Coach Woodard over there at Cleveland Central, Coach Weaver at Greenwood, Coach Fairway on those Gentry. Wow, so a lot of guys, and then now when I went down there at Hines, I met a lot of those coaches, that played for me, and they coaches now. And that's just the thing that when they calling you, and they just talking about the good old times and stuff, how much you helped them, and that's what it's all about. And that's why I'm glad I got an opportunity again in this business for to help young people.
Looking ahead now, as we said your first season at Coahoma Community College. And as he told me too earlier, this is it for you. You said this is your final stop. Why are you so sure this is it for you? You feel like there can't be another job for you waiting or calling on you somewhere down the line?
I will say this is my final coaching spot.
Okay,
I'm not going to say it ain't my final
Okay,
job.
gotcha.
I ain't one of them guys going to go home and just do nothing. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I would say this is my final coaching spot. You know, if something come, but I really, like I said, my ultimate goal was in life, you know, as growing up when I started coaching, I always want to finish up coaching in the Delta. I just something about it. It's special. I always brag on the Delta. I don't care how many people talk down on Delta. And when I tell them all the time, when you talk down on Delta, you talking down on me. Yeah, I love the Delta. I love the people in the Delta. I understand the Delta. It's just something about the Delta. And I always want to finish my coaching career in the Delta. Either it didn't make no difference, high school or college.
How will you know when it's time to move on from coaching?
Well, when you can't, when you can't affect these young men, when you can't get them to get everything on and off the field, in the classroom, on the field, when I can't motivate you to do that, I know my time is time to go.
Well, Coach, like I said, look like you could still suit up if you had some more eligibility.
These right here,
I can't tell.
I can get you one play.
Okay,
that's it.
That's it. Well, I know there's still plenty of gas left in your coaching tank, so I know we'll be seeing you for some years and years to come right now. But we're going to take our last break, Coach. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little about this first season that's coming up. I know you just wrapped up spring practice with your team. What is it that you like about this team, and how far you think this team can go in year number 1 as head coach at Coahoma Community College? Again, Larry Williams joining us here on Overtime. We'll be right back with much more.